How much of an influence have you had in where the story is going and where because he's taking a unique and different path, which I really like.
What a fucking liar, dude.
I just give my blessing because I think I agree with you. It's so unique and so different, but it's just brilliant. So I don't have to do anything. I love it.
Well,
no. Fuck. How do I even start this video off? Well, I guess we start with the positives. The soundtrack is pretty good. The kills are kind of cool. There's fucking 2 positives right there. Very short list of positives. Now, let's start at the very beginning of this movie, and hopefully break it down as best as I can, so everyone can understand. This movie is a fucking train wreck. It is really fucking bad. It's like, imagine a train just slamming straight into a nuclear power plant and just exploding. That's how bad this fucking movie is. So, here we go. We're gonna just fucking break this bitch down, one by one. So buckle up and get ready. For some reason, the movie starts right where the last one left off, which means that Halloween 2018 and this movie take place in the same fucking Halloween night of 2018, which, okay, fine. And we leave off with the boyfriend of... What's the daughter's name in this movie? I can't think of her fucking name because she's such a mindless character. But in the last movie, they got in a fight and he cheated on her. So then now we start off with him just walking by, and the only time we actually mention their breakup throughout this whole movie. And then he decides to ask someone on the fucking ground if they're okay.
Dude, you okay?
Like, no shit, they're not okay. Possibly dead, and you think they're okay? I mean, this police officer should be dead, because he got fucking stabbed in the neck. Yeah! But we'll just kind of forget about that through the whole movie, too. Don't worry. I don't even know how the fuck this guy is alive. The beginning of this movie is so weird, because it's all dedicated to this one police officer that was barely in the first fucking movie, and so we have to get an entire dedication towards him. Well, now we snap back to 1978 when the first movie happened, and I guess we're gonna follow this guy's perspective through the next 10 minutes of this fucking movie, because they're trying to build a character here that is in a hospital for 90% of the fucking movie. I don't know why they decided to do that, but you know, fuck it, right? And somehow Michael Myers has teleporting powers. I guess he's always had teleporting powers, but that doesn't excuse it for being stupid. For some reason, this isn't the first time this movie's gonna do this, where they love to explain who Michael Myers is all the fucking time.
He used to pluck the wings off butterflies when he was a kid. Killed his sister when he was 6 years old.
My mom used to make me go over to his house to play. Felt bad. But he would just spend the whole time staring out of his sister's bedroom window.
And it's in the first maybe 30 minutes of this film. They just keep telling you, you know who Michael Myers is? And it's really odd. I don't know who decided this was a good idea for writing. Oh, and then this fucking kid is apparently another character in the present day that we're gonna have to really learn about, right? So you think, oh, he's probably a really important character, right? No! Fuck no. He just has no build-up. They show you this one scene of him getting to know, or not even getting to know Michael Myers. He gets bullied the first time we meet him. And then some cop comes by. I don't know how police officers operate, but I don't think they would go up to 3 children. Well, they would tell them, hey, get in your homes. But I don't think they would tell them there's a guy going around murdering people. Maybe they would. That might scare the children even more at that point. But anyways, back to our character. I put character in quotes because he's barely even a character. Yeah, kids are fucking stupid, I guess. Well, no, let me reframe that. Everyone in this fucking movie is stupid. They just trip over. They don't know how to use guns properly, which, again, we'll get to, because I want to try breaking this down movie scene by scene, or somewhat scene by scene, and explain everything that's wrong with it. Here's Michael Myers, and he's like, oh god, Michael Myers, right? And then not even 10 seconds later, fucking 2 cops come by. Oh, did you see, what's wrong, kid? Did you see anything? What happened? What did you see? Like, how the fuck did Michael Myers disappear that quick, right? And then somehow he was able to get across the street to the house he wanted to extremely fast. Like, how the fuck did he do that? How is Michael Myers able to move so fucking quickly like that, to the point that not even a police officer is walking to the kid in 10 seconds and he would see him? Here's our first line of dialogue that shows that the dialogue in this movie is really bad.
That's it. That's the Myers house. That's where it happened. Halloween, 1963.
There's some just awful lines in this fucking movie. Here's a good montage of a few of the lines that I was able to find.
There's a dead dog in here. What? Nothing.
It's Michael Myers by the stalker. who had a power beyond any mortal man. But the boogeyman is coming for me.
Scary! Shiver my timbers! Shut up, man!
You'll always be with us. Even if we can't see him.
The fuck was that?
Somebody in there?
What the fuck? Name is Michael Myers!
What's happening?
It's Michael. It's gotta be.
I've lived here my whole life. Evil dies tonight.
Night-night.
Do you know what happens to people who come into the Myers home without an invitation?
Michael Myers has haunted this town for 40 years. The night we hunt him down.
He knew a killer when he saw one. This is for Dr. Loomis. Burned him to goddamn ground.
Michael, he's here.
Evil dies tonight!
Evil dies tonight!
I am the law! I am the law! Not you!
We fight. We always fight. Well, the system failed. It makes the being holy. Let him take my head as I take his. Should not have to keep running because of the darkness that I created.
You've come home.
Because every time somebody's afraid, the boogeyman wins.
Let me see me, motherfucker!
So the two cops decide to go investigate the house, but for some reason, one of them spots a dead fucking dog and tells them,
There's a dead dog in here.
What?
Nothing.
so you mentioned there's a dead dog, but don't really go any further with that. Like, what the fuck? Why'd you even mention the dead dog? That's a bit weird that there's a dead dog in a fucking abandoned house. But we're just gonna kind of forget about it, I guess? You mention it, but whatever. I'm surprised not even a partner just asked, like, okay, you mentioned something, but then you say it's nothing. Okay, whatever. There's weird lines like that in this fucking movie. I just do not understand why they're here. His footprints are on the floor. Oh no, he might be behind you, Mr. Copman, that I don't know the name of because I didn't fucking pay attention to your stupid name. Now he's getting strangled. For some reason, Michael Myers decides to try to strangle this guy, and it's just...
So Michael Myers doesn't even have a weapon on him. And he's standing there with the gun, kind of like, you know, when you have a hostage and you have someone like a cop like trying to kill the hostage taker. Usually the hostage taker will have some kind of weapon that will inflict instant death or damage to the person they're holding, like knife at the throat or gun to the head, right? And Michael Myers has neither. So really all the cop should have done is just walked right up to Michael Myers,
walked up to the side of him,
and put the gun right to his fucking forehead. Because choking takes a while to kill your victim.
Don't you have a gun, mate? Just grab your fucking gun. Oh, you want to see a great example of how people use their guns in this movie? Watch this. This is beautiful. Fucking nice. And you know what's the really funny thing? Everyone that shoots a gun in this fucking movie always misses Michael somehow, but that guy was able to get a direct shot on that guy's neck. Just, wow. What are the odds of that happening? I think Michael's power in this entire fucking film isn't that he's just a murder psychopath. He's extremely lucky. Like a very, very lucky man. To the point that he's able to dodge bullets. That's what I call power right there. I mean, shit, if I'm that lucky, fuck it. I could do anything and no one can hurt me. I mean, that's literally what happens through this whole fucking movie. Michael just walks around, kills people, and everyone's just a fucking idiot. It's like they all lose brain cells. It's amazing. Listen to these lines.
It's Michael Myers.
Like, what the fuck kind of lines are those? Do you really need these in this fucking movie? Like, it's him! It's Michael Myers! It's fucking awful. Whoever wrote this movie is a fucking brainlet. Oh boy, so now we snap back to the present of 2018 in a bar, right? And so here's the weird thing. We already heard it once who Michael Myers is. Do you want to know who Michael Myers is again, but with completely hand-fisted fucking characters that you never really heard of or were barely even in the first movie? Well, guess what, fuckers? You got to hear their backstory twice. You think I'm fucking with you? No. First, you get this guy that these two couple and, you know, whatever. And the guy decides, hey, I'm gonna go get us another drink. And for some reason, the bartender gets on him like, hey, don't give those people at that chair a hard time. Those people survived Michael Myers. And it's just, okay. Do you know who Michael Myers is? And it's just fucking hell, man. Stop it.
This is not okay. This needs to stop Now!
Just no. And then, in the same fucking 10-second gap there, they bring up another guy. This guy's super serious about it, right? Everyone's having a good time at this party, and then this guy just comes out with a fucking Debbie Downer. Did you know I survived Michael Myers? There's a few other people that survived Michael Myers in this room, and I want to share them with you. And it's just, who fucking cares? Yeah, Michael Myers is a terrible human being that killed 5 people in 1978. But just calm the fuck down, alright? And also, I'm gonna be honest with you, if I was one of the victims of Michael Myers, I would hate to have a giant spotlight pointed right at me and this fucker telling everyone who the fuck I was. Did everyone forget about show don't tell in these movies? I also find it really odd. The person that he decides to show a backstory with, he came face to face with Michael Myers. You really like to over-exaggerate things. No, he tripped over his stupidity and he looked at him for a few seconds. And then he crawled into a ball. That's all he fucking did. That's not going face to face with Michael Myers. You're taking your job a little too serious. The actor himself is, I wouldn't say he's a bad actor, but he's really hamming up this performance with this character that is a blank slate throughout this whole fucking movie.
Anthony Michael Hall has just come in, and, you know, he has the toughest role.
What?
Because he's the one that really charges the whole movie with its mission.
Excuse me, what?
It's fucking weird. This movie's a roller coaster, I swear to shit. So now after we heard about good old Michael Myers twice from characters that survived Michael Myers, remember, that's very important. They survived Michael Myers. Remember that, because it's very, very important. We snap back to fucking Jamie Lee Curtis, Karen, and daughter, where, if you don't remember in the last movie, Jamie Lee Curtis got stabbed. I don't remember how exactly, because the movie's a bit fuzzy on me. They set the house on fire with Michael Myers in it so they could burn. And then they see some firefighters go by and, oh, let them burn. Let them fucking burn. Which is fair. I mean, the guy is a pretty murderous psychopath. But they're the firefighters. I wonder who called them, though. That's what I'm very curious about. Who the fuck did that? They don't just pop out of nowhere with thin air. So here's these firefighters going to this fucking house to, you know, put out the fire. Yeah, pretty casual so far, but of course it's supposed to be spoopy, because this is a spoopy house. Well, not really spoopy, but it's a house with a murderous spoopy psychopath in it. So it's very spoopy. And somehow he falls into the basement, just magically, I guess, because coincidence. And again, the kills in this movie are pretty unique and kind of, well, actually, they're really, really funny. I don't know if they're supposed to be hilarious, but whenever I watched people get axed in the face, I was laughing my ass off. So this scene is just really weird. After he killed the guy, this guy's like, okay, well, I'm gonna help you out. Give me my hand, even though I fell and probably broke my leg. Give me your hand. And Michael Myers grabs his hand, which, okay, but how did he get out? How did Michael Myers come out? Because the next fucking scene, he's just standing on top of a goddamn porch with everyone just staring at him. Just, how the fuck did you get there? How did you fucking... That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Did you kill the guy? How did you get out? That was the whole reason why you're in the basement, because you couldn't get out. Even with a giant hole in the ceiling, did you jump up? Are you fucking Mario?
My co-writers and I wrote ourselves into a corner.
No shit.
Okay, she's got a knife in her gut. She's got it debilitated, and we've got this guy in a flawless trap of Laurie Strode's brilliance. How do we get her to survive and him to survive became part of the obstacles, but also a lot of the fun.
So then these firefighters are thinking, okay, let's go kill this guy, right? You think, okay, so what we do, we got one guy with a saw, we got 5 people with axes, let's all club up to him and kill him, right? No, let's start with the guy with the water hose. Yeah, let's just shoot water at him. That's a good idea. And then let me just get my eyes clawed out. What a dumb fucking first move. And then everyone comes up to Michael Myers one by one. Just, wow. What great firefighters. They're doing their job justice right now. Just fucking stellar. Our main characters are dumber. So then we snap back to Jamie Lee Curtis in the fucking hospital. Get used to this area whenever you want to see Jamie Lee Curtis. This is where she's going to be at for 90% of this movie. Because why not, I guess. I'm going to skip some of this shit because, like, does anyone even remember the husband fucking dying in the last movie? I watched that movie right after this one and I still don't remember the husband dying. I must be fucking brain dead or some shit. Granted, 2018 Halloween ain't that fucking good either, but this movie's way worse. So then we snap back to this old couple, and I kind of get what they're doing here, right? No, actually, I don't get what they're doing. I lied. So they decided, hey, let's have 2 random people to kill off in this fucking movie. They have, like, maybe 1 line of development, and then they just die. Because fuck it. So they're just, I guess they're neighbors of Jamie Lee Curtis, which is, you know, something, I guess. And then they just kind of die. I don't really know how to... There's nothing really to explain about the scene. They just die. One of the deaths were really funny. Getting stabbed by... What are those called? There's some kind of lights, and I forgot the name of them. That was pretty funny, but... Also, the guy getting his head slammed against the wall. That was pretty fucking hilarious, too. I laughed really hard at that, but that's not even the funniest death in this movie. I'm trying to figure out, okay, was this movie made as a joke? I'm genuinely curious if it is, because there are moments in this movie where their kills are so fucking brain dead stupid that I just wonder, was this whole movie a joke? And if it was a joke, then I don't know if you succeeded, because I laughed at the kills. I didn't even laugh at the stupidity of people. They were just really dumb. Why would... I don't understand this fucking movie. Oh boy, back to the fucking bar where we have these guys talking. So this is when we figure out the kid that met Michael Myers for 10 seconds. I'm not gonna remember his name. I'm gonna call him... Fuck, what was his name in Bly Manor? Because this is the same actor from Bly Manor and Midnight Mass, but I completely forgot the... I'm gonna call him Homeless Bum, because that's what he played in Midnight Mass. So Homeless Bum gets a call from Son, that's the boyfriend of the Karen's daughter. This might be really confusing to anyone that hasn't seen the first Halloween. I apologize for that. But I didn't even know this when going into this movie. So, Homeless Bum gets caught up on the whole fucking shebang. Michael Myers is still alive and shit. And so he runs out like, oh fuck, we need to go. And then boopity boop, that's Homeless Man. So then we snap back to the aftermath of the burning home. The cops finally arrive. That took them a while, I guess. I mean, that's a bit more realistic than what the firefighters were able to do. And then we snap back again to the bar, because this movie, the editing of this movie went through a wood chipper or some shit. It's fucking insane. So now they get the news. I had to double check this in Halloween 2018. So there was a news program about Michael Myers escaping already that Jamie Lee Curtis was watching in the movie. But now these people are getting the information that are brand new characters to us that we never met before. And now they're figuring it out? How did they not figure it out earlier if they're just so into the news and shit? And then they show this guy on the screen, which coincidentally, I didn't even know this. Someone had to tell me this. But on the night that Michael Myers escaped, there were 2 people named Michael that were both in the same bus in a mental ward. Just what are the odds of that happening? I'm telling you, Michael Myers is the luckiest motherfucker alive if he's able to pull this shit off. And you might be wondering, why is this guy important? Oh, we'll get to that. And then this is another thing. So after the reading, well, watching the news and figuring out the people that escape from the mental ward and people are dying, Bald Man comes to the conclusion, yeah, it's Michael, definitely. Because this other girl says, what the hell's happening?
It's Michael, it's gotta be.
It's Michael, it's gotta be. There's no way it could be anyone else. It's Michael. What if fucking Freddy was in town today? What if that was the case? You might have been a little wrong on that. But nah, it's definitely Michael, I guess. It's gotta be Michael. There's no fucking way it could be anyone else. So then, we snap to these 2 couple that we were introduced to the present time with for like a split second. Don't worry, they're not really important. We'll get to that. There's a lot of we'll get to that moments in this movie because this movie tries to build shit up, right? It tries to set up things and then pay them off. But when you want to do setups and payoffs, you want to make sure they, you know, pay off. But again, we'll get to it. Just put that in the back of your mind, lock it, keep it in there. Just remember, okay? These 2 people. So they go to their car. Dr. Man's like, hey, I forgot something. I need to go get it. Nurse decides, okay, I'll go to the car. So she unlocks the car and gets in the car. And fucking somehow, Michael, not Michael Myers, the other Michael that escaped the mental ward, is just in the back seat for some fucking reason. He's just, hey there, I'm in the back seat. She doesn't know that. She screams and runs away. I mean, how the fuck did he get in a car that was locked? That just makes no goddamn fucking sense. Just, did they leave the car unlocked? No, they didn't leave the car unlocked because she unlocked the fucking car. So how did he get in the back seat? Why did he go in the back seat of the car? So mental ward Michael gets up and gets in the driver's seat and turns the car on? And everyone thinks it's actually Michael Myers in the car. And so she gets a whole bunch of people, hey, Michael Myers is in my car. He's over there. Let's go beat him up, I guess. And so Michael, mental ward Michael, just fucking drives into a fucking wall and runs away and teleports. I guess he has teleporting powers the same as Michael Myers. What are the odds of that shit, huh? I guess everyone has teleporting powers these days. It must be in the norm. So then we snap back to fucking 2 useless goddamn characters that you don't even know their names. At least I don't really. I guess they do have names, but I don't fucking remember them. Because, again, all the characters in this movie are fucking forgettable as hell. So we got this guy that looks like a mixture of fucking Ray Liotta and Rob Schneider mixed together with a bit of fat. But I'm gonna call him Ray Schneider for the 2 scenes he's in this movie. So Ray Schneider's dancing, you know, all that shit, and then other guy that I don't know the name of, and I can't think of, pirate guy, he's calling him down, and, you know, they're hanging out. They get a fucking little kid knocking on a door because apparently they put razor blades in their candy. First of all, how do you know that was me? Because that's just, I bought this at the fucking supermarket. That's really off if that's the case. You might want to talk to your local Albertsons, but, you know, that's what a logical person would do. So they run out of their house to see the shot of the dead kid. Well, quotations dead kid is hilarious, but it just turns out it's a whole prank to get their candy.
Oh my dude, you just got pranked. Bet you didn't see that one coming, huh?
And it's like, oh no, they got our candy. We scared them. And so they're like, okay, let's scare them back. Let's tell them that this house was owned by Michael Myers and killed his sister. So this house has really scary things to it. Now, if I was a child and I was the one that scammed them out of candy right now and they told me the story, I wouldn't be the one being afraid. I would just be questioning them, why did you buy a house that has a murderous psychopath that's still alive? Why would you buy that fucking house? Are you just retarded? Was the price good for yourself, I guess? I'm more afraid of you guys gonna die, but hey, if the real estate's good, who gives a shit, right? There's another exposition of Michael Myers, too. If you didn't get it the first 3 times, Michael Myers is a really scary person that kills people. It's very, very, very important for all of you to know. Then snap back to Jamie Lee Curtis in the hospital bed. Nothing really important because that's where she is for 90% of the movie. Just like how Jeff Goldblum was in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Just a weird coincidence there. They were both heavy into marketing and they both fucking barely show up in the movies. She was in 2018 more than she is in this one, which is just bizarre to me. Yeah, really nothing happens in this hospital scene. The only thing you have to know is that so Karen's daughter, because I can't think of her fucking name, so I'm gonna call her Karen's daughter, decides, hey, we're gonna go kill Michael Myers. Alright, that's a bit odd, but no, you're not doing that because Karen's an actual mother, even though her name's Karen. She's an actual logical mother somewhat. So she's like, no, you can't go kill Michael Myers. Are you fucking stupid? No, that's not happening. Aren't you even mad at your boyfriend? What's up with that shit? She doesn't really say, why aren't you mad at your boyfriend? Because that's something the movie completely forgot. The boyfriend in this movie is a completely different character than he was in the first movie. Just, why the fuck not, I guess? It's only been an hour since they've seen each other. I guess he did see some life-changing events of a man bleeding on the floor, but alright. So Karen's daughter is just, no, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna cry because you're telling me I can't go kill Michael Myers.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
Even though she's trying to be an actual mother and like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't go try killing a fucking psychopath. But then she's like, nah, you know what? Fuck the rules. So she fucking just walks out the hospital and meets up with homeless man and is like, okay, so we need to go kill Michael Myers. So you're gonna have to share your guns. And then they get a whole gang together and they're like, okay, we're gonna track down Michael Myers. We're gonna kill this fucker. But we're gonna need a team. The A team. Yeah, that would have been perfect. So, Bald Man decides to go to a gas station and just ask,
good people,
who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty. Everybody else needs to go home.
And that's it. Now, if I was a logical person and I heard that, I would be thinking to myself, what am I helping you with? Building a fucking house? Or what the fuck are we doing? But no, I wouldn't expect, oh, we're gonna go kill a murderous psychopath who's with me. Sure, I guess. That's fair. Maybe some of these people really want to kill Michael Myers. I could believe that. It's just very odd that you just go to a gas station and say, hey, who wants to get your hands dirty? I would never expect, oh, I need to go kill someone. Just, alright. And then, oh boy, we snap to these people that were Michael Myers survivalists, I guess. And they're in an SUV with the two people that are dressed up as a nurse and a doctor. And they stop at a park and they see two kids on the fucking swings. Now, this scene I have to really break down scene by scene because of how stupid it is. So, okay, lady that was driving is like, hey, I'm gonna go tell those kids to stop. Okay, first problem. You're the one driving. Why not someone in the back seat go tell the kids to go home? Or tell them to get in the car with us, to get out of here. Something on the lines of that. But no, the driver will go do it. So it's like, okay, but whatever. Not the biggest problem, just weird. So she walks in front of the car, goes to the kids, and is like, hey, kids, what the fuck are you doing? Go. They're like, hey, we're playing with a guy that's playing hide and go seek that has our friend. And they're like, hey, look, there he is right there. Michael Myers just pops out of fucking thin air behind the SUV.
Oh, hello! Hello!
There he is!
What are the odds of that? And so he jumps on top of the car. Oh, God. All right. So this old lady, she has a revolver. If you didn't know, revolvers have 6 shots. I'm pretty sure everyone fucking knows that. Why do I even have to say it? And she shoots one shot at the fucking front windshield because I guess she got jump scared. Remind me to never scare this lady. And so he hits his hand on top of the fucking side passenger window and she freaks out again and shoots the fucking window. Great idea. And because she thought, oh no, I just broke my own window. Maybe I should lock the door. I'm sorry, what? You just broke your fucking window. You're exposed, but I'm gonna lock the door. And I'm gonna trap the other two with me. What the fuck are you smoking, lady? You're a fucking idiot. Even the two people in the back seat are like, what the fuck? Let us out of here. And then she shoots another shot, and the nurse lady escapes, miraculously. A desert eagle. I point that out for a very specific reason. And so Michael Myers comes off the car. He's done fucking with them for a little bit. And he's like, okay, now I have to really kill you. I was just fucking with you. And so old lady is like, hey, this is for Dr. Loomis.
This is for Dr. Loomis.
Oh, shit. Now, I haven't seen the first Halloween movie in a really long time. But her character is, how do I explain it? She is the little kid from the babysitter that died in the first Halloween movie. She's the little kid. And how does she know Dr. Loomis? And why is she saying this about Dr. Loomis? Like, fucking Dr. Loomis didn't die by Michael Myers. Why are you saying this, lady? And then she shoots, and it's like, oh no, I shot all 6 shots? How shocking. I didn't know I'm a fucking idiot. I just started shooting randomly. That was dumb of me. And then she gets stabbed, and she's dead. Yep, there's that one character that was set up twice at the very beginning, and there's the payoff. She's just fucking dead now because of stupidity. How wonderful. So then doctor guy in the back seat's like, hey, I have this fucking, I don't know what it's called. I think it's like a little prop of what doctors use to check your heart rate. And he tries choking Michael Myers with that, and he just gets stabbed in the eye. Gee, what a great character. He was only there for what, maybe 3 scenes, and he just fucking dies. And now my favorite scene of this whole movie. I think I should just play this scene so everyone understands how stupid it is. I don't think I have to explain it, but we'll see.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that shit happened. Let's not even start off with the fact that she had a desert eagle at range and could have shot him at range and got close up to him. Let's forget about that fact. Let's not even bring up the idea that she could have shot him through the front of the fucking car window. No, let's forget about that too. Let's not even bring up the goddamn fucking fact that she was holding the desert eagle with 2 hands. And then before she got shot in the head, she decides to go gangster with it. Oh yes, all of these. Let's just not bring any of these up. But the biggest fucking flaw with this scene is the idea that Michael Myers was able to reverse gravity on her ass. Like, what in the actual fuck? She actually shot herself from getting hit by a car door. Like, what? Your entire fucking wrist just turned over and you just shot yourself? I don't fucking get it. Michael Myers is the luckiest human being alive. Like, what in the actual fucking fuck is this? So then we get the cool shot of Michael Myers looking at dead body with the score, which is really nice. And then Lady comes up with him with a pillow of bricks, and he's trying to choke her, which, okay, yeah, that's Michael Myers. And she somehow stays alive because Michael Myers is like, no, you can't take off my mask. That's my one weakness, you trying to take off my mask. So he's like, stop it. So he lets her go, and he fixes his mask, which takes like 20 seconds, I guess. And then she runs away onto a pier, and he's like, I don't know where she went. She's gone, I guess. And then just that's the end of the scene. And then we snap back to Jamie Lee Curtis. She's awake. Finally, we're 50 fucking minutes of this movie and she's finally awake. That's great. And she thinks Michael Myers is dead. Snap back to the next scene. I'm telling you, this is the pacing of this fucking movie. I don't know what the fuck to tell you all. So, homeless guy is driving. He's telling a story about Karen's daughter's father, which again, I didn't even know he fucking died the last movie. I thought they were divorced or some shit. He was barely even a fucking character. Bald man's already at the scene, seeing that, oh, everyone's dead. So they run around seeing, oh, Michael Myers is definitely here. I do like the reference here with the dead people where they're wearing the Halloween 3 masks. It's a really clever little reference there. It doesn't make the movie good though. It's just like, oh, that's a little kind of neat. Whoever came into the costume design department that day just like thought, hey, let's do a reference, I guess. I highly doubt David Gordon Green thought of this. So then they go down more towards the pier and they find the lady that survived Michael Myers. Now, I might be insane, but I think this is the last time you see this character. I'll keep my eye out, but I don't remember if I see this character. I've seen this movie 5 fucking times now, and I'm skimming through it right now as I'm explaining all this shit to you. I don't think she comes through this movie again. Now we snap back to Jamie Lee Curtis talking about, just shit. Really not important shit, just because, you know, this guy that shot his partner is going to be a really important character that leads nowhere. So they're talking about shit, I guess, and we're just going to skip back and cut back to fucking this scene where they put the lady in the car and snap back to the fucking hospital. Do you see the problem with the editing with this movie? It snaps to a scene, snaps to another one for 10 seconds, and snaps to another scene. It's like, what the fuck? Can we just calm down and talk about the scene that's happening in front of us? The editing in this movie is fucking atrocious. So now, again, snap back to the fucking hospital, and everyone's like, okay, we need to find, we need to figure out who Michael Myers is. And this is like, okay, well, I don't know where the fuck Michael Myers is at. And people are freaking out. Everyone's like, oh, we need to find Michael Myers, blah, 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 blah. And then bald guy goes to Jamie Lee Curtis and breaks the ice. Hey, Michael Myers is still alive, and we need your help even though you're extremely wounded, because that's a good idea. So then she stabs herself with a fucking needle, and this is her response to her daughter saying, do you even know what that is?
It makes the pain go away.
What a fucking idiot. I don't think you should just start jabbing needles into you thinking, yeah, this will take away the pain. I don't even know. What the fuck? I guess it worked though. It did take away the pain, so it's fuck it. So then she's just instantly back in action. She's like, I need to stop Michael Myers. This is all my fault because I don't know. But then we cut to the police officer, you know, but he's like, oh no, it's actually my fault. But we don't know why it's his fault, but all we know is his fault. So let me explain this scene, right? She knows Michael Myers is alive. She's ready to kick some ass and kill Michael Myers again, right? But the daughter, Karen, is trying to stop her. Now, you might be thinking, you have to do some hard convincing to try to stop someone that's been wanting to try to kill someone for almost 40 years. That's ruined their lives. What is your convince to stop them for doing that?
Stop! I am not gonna let anything happen to you.
And that's all it takes. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. That's it. That's all it fucking takes. Okay, alright, you got a point.
Stop it. Get some help.
I guess I won't kill him then. Just, alright, cool. let's wrap up, guys. Great script. What a fucking stellar movie. These people really, really put all their efforts in this movie. So we snap back to the two gay couple, Ray Schneider and Pirate Man. Ray Schneider's playing with some fucking honey, I guess. And so they get a knock on the back door. And they're like, hey, trick-or-treating's over, you fucks. We're done. So then they keep knocking. Pirate guy goes to check. There's no one there. Ooh, spooky. And then they start knocking at the front door. Then Ray Schneider decides, okay, I'll go check this time. And he grabs a golf club. And it's okay, all right, being prepared. Goes out there and there's no one there. Ooh, spookier. And Ray Schneider's like, check the back door. Do you even lock it? Because that's a tendency that no one locks their back doors in these fucking movies. I don't know why. It's just a habit. No one locks the fucking doors anymore. And Michael Myers is in the house now. Oh no. So they're like, okay, we need someone's in this house and they're not a kid and they're trying to murder us. So Ray Schneider is like, okay, all right, time to get serious. So I'm gonna drop the fucking golf club, take my clothes off, and carry a little tiny butter knife. That's my idea of defense. Yes. Why would you drop the golf club? Okay, it's been proven time and time again in fucking media that golf clubs are pretty damn good weapons. I mean, they caved in a beloved... Oh, wait, no, he's not a beloved character. Winnie the Pooh is a beloved character. A fucking golf club caved in Joel's head. I mean, fucking hell, anything's possible with a golf club. But no, let me grab this tiny butter knife. Alright, if you want to carry the butter knife, go ahead, right? But why drop the golf club? You still got a really good weapon there. But no, let's just drop it, I guess. Whatever, fuck it. So then they're looking in the house like, okay, let's go look for whoever the fuck's in here. Someone's in here. And then we snap back to Michael, the mental ward guy, comes into the hospital and is like, help me. Please help me. Help me. And everyone is like, that's Michael. Oh, it's Michael. It's Michael.
Was it Michael? It's Michael. Michael!
So everyone decides to go chase the guy, and then the guy decides to fucking run like he's guilty of something. And this whole scene is people being extremely stupid. Okay, I'm sorry. If you get a good look at this guy, he's extremely short, he's extremely fat, and he's asking for help. Michael Myers is a pretty lengthy dude, and he wears a mask, and he doesn't talk. What makes you all jump to the conclusion that this man that's crying for help is a fucking murderous psychopath? What gives you that idea? You must be absolutely brain dead if you think that. But we'll touch on that a little more. We snap back to, I swear, the editing in this movie is just dreadful. I'm trying to get through this crap and explain it, but there's so much wrong that I have to really explain it all. So we snap back to Ray Schneider and Pirate. So they're checking the house, looking around like, oh no, look around, we'll find them. And then Ray Schneider gets stabbed in the fucking armpit, and then he gets his eyes caved in, which again, where the fuck did Michael come from? He just popped out of thin air and...
Oh, hi, Mark.
I mean, whatever. So there goes Ray Schneider. Pirate Man sees his Ray Schneider on the floor. And Michael, you've came home. And he just drops the knife and dies off screen? I guess, whatever. He just really wanted to die, I guess. Whatever. Snap back to the hospital. People are flipping out, trying to fucking get the other Michael. And so Karen noticed, like, yeah, oh wait, you know, he's not the murderous psychopath. So she goes to find the Michael. Actually, this is something else I want to touch on. So there's this lady that walks into the hospital when all this shit's going down, right? And she looks in the fucking window and she starts crying and she sees a kid on the fucking table dead. Now, when I first saw this, I was confused. Who the fuck is this kid? And after watching the first Halloween movie, 2018, I'm still like, who the fuck was this kid again? He was in maybe one scene and then he got stabbed through a gate and that's it. Just, okay, well. And then we never see the bomb ever again. That's just one scene. So we snap to Jamie Lee Curtis and police officer on hospital bed talking about that night when they captured Michael. And he says it's all his fault because he decided to not shoot or let's not kill Michael. He stopped Dr. Loomis for killing Michael, which I'm just thinking, okay, fine, if you want to do that. You still think there might be good in him. but there's like 5 other people. No one else decided to pull out their guns and just shoot him? Loomis was the only one that decided to do that? Like, what the fuck? I guess we needed that to be cleared up. He decided to not shoot Michael, and it's all his fault. And now he knows he's pure evil, I guess. So then we snap back to Karen, and she finds Michael's shoe just fucking there, I guess, because he's trying to hide, but doesn't hide his shoe. So it becomes real easy for Karen to find him. How lucky is that? So Karen's trying to help him, and he's like, okay, I know you're not the murderess, so here's the plan. Even though you're already in a pretty decent hiding spot, as long as you hide your foot, you'll be okay. Follow me, and I'll put you in a fucking area where you're locked in a hallway with 2 doors that are made of glass, and you'll be safe in here, okay? I'm gonna stop them. And she does jack fuck to stop anyone. They just start beating the shit out of the windows, and Michael's like, oh no, everyone wants me dead, I guess, and he starts crying. So he's like, okay, so I guess what I'm gonna do is fucking jump out the window? So he fucking breaks the window, and it was like all sad and shit. And okay, I'm gonna explain something really important. Continuity when it comes to editing is really important. So here you see him falling face first onto the concrete, right? Like he is hitting that hard.
That's what she said. Michael.
But then in the next scene, he's right side up, and the top of his head's gone. What? How the fuck did that happen? Continuity matters in movies, people. If you're gonna cut to a fucking scene of a movie where someone's falling 20 feet face first, and then you cut to the next scene where they're just on their backs, what the fuck? That makes no fucking sense. So what are you smoking? I mean, hell, Jeremy Clarkson even knows this shit better. Listen to his ass.
Have you ever heard the word continuity?
Yes.
Here is your car.
Yes.
Right, the next shot is what?
The next shot is, no, this is when there'll be another car driving away. So we see
it land on its roof, and then we're expected to believe that somehow it's still drivable.
I don't get, this is the movies, that's what happened. Did you never watch Chips? Remember that? They'd ride along. 1 minute you got a man on a Harley and he's approaching the back of a lorry with its tailgate down. Then he's in a massive jump. You look up and briefly he's on a dirt bike, and then he lands and he's back on a Harley again.
Yeah, but that's rubbish.
No, that's the movies. We all expect that.
This car will never work. It's not plausible. You can't edit your way out of that.
Just let me get in the edit suite and work some magic. You won't believe it. It's all there, isn't it?
So then everyone goes outside, and then this line's hilarious. I have to play it.
It's not him. Not him, Tommy.
It's like, really? It's not him. Everyone just made this guy commit suicide for no fucking reason. And it was like, oh, you're all turning into animals. And it's like, no, everyone just doesn't have any common sense for a moment. And just like, that doesn't look anything like them. Which that means they're deranged animals, I guess. Whatever. Fuck it. So then we snap back to the night that they capture Michael Myers. And officer guy is talking to, I guess, another guy. And he's like, okay, so yeah, I kind of accidentally shot him. And the guy's like, okay, here, this is what we're gonna do, right? Listen to me. This is good. This is a foolproof plan. What we're gonna do is that you're gonna tell everyone when he was strangled, he tried pulling out his own gun and shot himself. What the fuck? Did anyone look where he got shot? He got shot in the fucking neck. He shot himself? Are we watching Fateful Findings now?
I'm gonna shoot this damn car out full of holes.
No, no, no!
Now, where people say, yeah, he shot himself in the neck, I guess. Like, what the fuck? What? How did that happen?
I can't believe you committed suicide. I cannot believe you committed suicide. How could you have done this? How could you have committed suicide? I can't help you out of this one, Jim.
Oh, he pulled out his gun. He shot himself. It was like, no one questions that. No one asks for a fucking moment and sits down like, hold on, I'm sorry. This man shot himself in the neck? He pulled out his gun and shot. How does that fucking happen? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. No, wait, I'm sorry. This is the shitty, retarded universe where Michael Myers is an extremely lucky man. And I guess other people are just extremely stupid. So, fuck it. It's believable at this point. My suspense of disbelief is out the fucking window at this point of this movie. So then cop guy tries to explain to Jamie Lee Curtis, because Jamie Lee Curtis thinks that Michael Myers is after him because in the last movie, a really big plot convenience of the psychiatrist deciding to bring Michael Myers to her house, I guess, because why not? And the police officer's trying to explain to him, no, that's not what happened at all. Yeah, I just got stabbed and it was the psychiatrist that went insane. He just drove you to your house. And it's like she has a moment of like, oh, well, okay then. So, yep, I swear, this movie's a fucking train wreck. Alright, now this next scene, I'm cutting forward because some of these scenes are just really retarded. So, we got homeless guy, his son, and Karen's daughter in the back fucking seat. And so, they're figuring out, okay, so he's going back to his old house, which, okay, that's fair. That's probably what you would do. I'm like, okay, so we know where he's at. Now, what we need to do is sit down, make a few phone calls, get some people down here, and maybe let's flank the bastard and kill him, right? Let's bring some shotguns and all this stuff. That's a great idea, right? No. How about all three of us just drive to the house and homeless man's like, you know what? I'm gonna go in by myself. You guys just chill here, okay? I'll be right back. Don't worry. Everything will be perfectly fine. Nothing bad is going to happen. You guys just stay right in here. Let's not call for backup or anything, because it just takes one quick phone call to just tell, hey, you know that mob that just accidentally killed that guy? Tell them to all come over here and let's beat the shit out of Michael, all right? Let's do it. But nah, I'm just gonna go in by myself. So he's in there for maybe less than 10 seconds, and they hear a loud bang noise, and so they just ran in there instantly. And they run in, and the two fucking stupid teenagers now scavenge the house, because fuck it, it's a horror movie. And so kid guy has his sights on a closet. Right? He thinks that Michael Myers is going to be in this closet. He gets the gun all ready to shoot this closet, but the second he's about to, because for some reason he's scared. I don't know why you're going up to a closet with a fucking gun. Everyone does this in this fucking movie. They just walk up to Michael Myers with a gun. No one shoots him from a long range. Ever heard of a fucking sniper? But anyways, so he sees his dad dripping on the ceiling or on the attic door, and he starts crying about it. And Michael Myers just comes out of the closet that he predicted he would be in. So fucking hell, while I was editing this and I was putting the scene in to describe this part right here, I noticed something that was really off, right? Who the fuck opened the door for Michael Myers? He just kind of walked in. I mean, look, here, I'll extend the file just a little bit. Look, watch. Whoop. What the fuck? Who opened the doors for him? Are those electric closet doors? I don't know why. I didn't expect to see something like that in this. Well, I guess I should have, because this movie's a fucking terrible piece of shit. Yeah, I just wanted to share that. That's just really fucking stupid and lazy right there. Doesn't even... Well, actually, no, that's like... Does he have telekinesis? Maybe that's the answer. You know, if I was in this situation where I thought Michael Myers was going to be in that room or in that closet, I would have risked it for the biscuit and just shoot maybe 2 good shots onto the door and see what happens. But nah, we have to be stupid. So girl now is coming out with the shotgun, right? And the way that this movie's edited, you see her run to the fucking door frame and she's aiming the gun, and Michael Myers is... Now she's outside of that room and Michael Myers throws the gun off of her? Why are you so close to the Michael Myers? There's another continuity thing right there. Like, what the fuck? Why is everyone so stupid? And then she gets thrown down with a broken leg. And then boyfriend man dies, because who the fuck remembers his ass? We get another really bad line of dialogue from Karen's daughter.
Come and get me, motherfucker!
Then Michael Myers is coming down the steps and it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you now. And then Karen stabs him with a rake. Okay. And he falls. And then she takes off his mask for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Don't ask me. Oh, wait. I guess I do know why. So she could trap his ass. So then Michael Myers follows her onto a fucking street with apparently a trap filled just for Michael Myers with the most idiotic people in the world, or he's just a really lucky man. So they're all there about to beat him up. One guy brought a gun, because, of course, it's an old man with a gun, and he's stupid with it. So then we get a fight scene of all these people just beating up Michael Myers. You see one guy with a gun go straight up to him and just get his fucking arm shanked. Like, what a moron. Then he shoots Michael Myers 5 times. And then he just gets stabbed and beaten and stabbed. And I just have to wonder, what's Michael Myers' power level? Is this dude even able to die? I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis in this scene kind of says that he's not even human anymore. He gets stronger with kills.
The more he kills, the more he transcends into something else.
Which is like, okay, fine, whatever. I guess I'll believe that. But isn't he still human? Isn't he still mortal? Because he still ages? So, like, I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of fucking sense. Because Michael Myers just kills the old man with the gun because he got close with the gun again. And then he kills the other guy with the gun because he got close with the gun again. And then everyone just goes up to Michael Myers one at a time and all just fucking die because they're all brain dead idiots. So then Karen decides to go in the house. The ambulance is here. Everyone is being comforted by, you know, cops and ambulances, which is, like, you know, good thing because one of them had a broken leg. And so she's like, I'm gonna go up to the house, and for some reason, why not? And somehow Michael Myers is there? How did he get there? That makes no fucking sense. I mean, you look at the scenes, everyone's around the house. You can even see the daughter see her enter the front, you know, upstairs. But you have to go by the front door to go to, but everyone's just like, yep. And then she dies. And then we get Jamie Lee Curtis and Michael Myers looking through a window, and that's the fucking movie. And it just fucking ends. What a fucking terrible, shitty-ass goddamn movie. Holy fucking shit. I can't believe this was made and given to people. Just what a pile of shit. Don't watch this movie. Don't ever fucking watch this goddamn movie. Even if you want to just watch it for the lulz, it's not even that funny. It's just pain. Now I guess I'm done with this because goddamn, this was kind of the first of me making these kind of videos. Yet again, not really. I did the Twilight part 1. Still haven't done the other 2 parts. I don't even know when I'm gonna do that, but I just really wanted to talk about how stupid this fucking movie is. Now I guess that's it. Yeah, go fuck yourselves.